All right, so sold 9 items this week, trying to start to keep track of things and really look at things. First thing that sold is this Presto heating element. This is one of the first things I grabbed when I started getting into reselling a little bit seriously about 3 months ago, and it was half off, so I paid $321 after tax, but I sat on it for almost this whole 3 months. It reduced in price all the way down to $2. I don't know how they got this, but the fee was $2.26 on a $2 item. Fortunately, because of the discount and shipping, I received 1065 for shipping, but only had to pay 509. So that helped out, and I was able to kind of keep this light. I just kept it in its package because it's pretty tight in there with the cord. Just wrapped it in craft paper, taped it up real good, and labeled it. So I only netted $2.09 off of that. I'd be in the hole if it weren't for the shipping discount. Next item up are these 51 decks of cards. So I collect decks of cards, and I received these after buying so many bulk items. I had thought I've gotten rid of all of them. I'm narrowing down my collection. I didn't even know I had these left until after my move. I opened up a box, and here's 51 decks of cards that I don't want. Um, they have very little value. You'll go into some thrift shops and people want $10 for them. They're worth $1 day in, day out. So selling them for 50 cents a pop on a bulk buy is perfectly acceptable for me. So I'm saying paid zero because I already had them from my collection and I, didn't really need them. I accepted an offer for $25 on them. The fee was $6.36. I received 1710 to ship, but only had to pay 980 because of the discount. But I spent way too much trying to build a box for this. It's 9 pounds of cards and pretty much took me all morning just building a box out of cardboard to kind of fit it because I didn't have a good box for it to go in. But I did net $25.94 on that. Next up is this cool Furby. Paid $5 in the flea market. I was really hoping the Furby would work. And the robotics worked really well right off the bat, but it doesn't have a voice. I did not feel like getting into trying to repairing Furbies and taking them apart and changing the speakers. So I just threw it up there cheap. I thought $18 was pretty cheap, and somebody purchased it within like an hour or two of it being listed. So I paid $5. I sold it for 18. eBay took 476. Shipping cost, or I received in shipping 1280. I spent $7.67, so I netted $13.37 on the Furby. Next up with this lighter, really cool little Glock, imitation Glock gun. It's very small, so it's obviously not a gun. It's a butane lighter. I paid 50 cents. It was on the 2 for $1 table. Sold it for 9. Sold it for 9. eBay took $3. It had $10.13 in shipping, but it only cost me $5.15. I might have been able to save some weight or misjudge the weight, I'm not sure. So I netted $10.48 on the lighter. And then this was cool. I found this on the dollar table. I kind of recognized it when the packaging said it was HO scale. Like I recognize that as like the train model scale, but this isn't a train. It's a trailer for livestock, for like a tractor trailer. So I thought it was a little different. I don't know. Just picked it up. Thought it was definitely worth $1. Sold it for $9.75. eBay took $2.83. Received $8.09 to ship it, but only spent $4.65 to ship it with the discount. So I netted $9.36. I gotta stop doing DVDs. Like I'm getting burnt left and right. I'm sitting on a whole lot of DVDs. These were some of the first ones I bought. I've been sitting on them for 3 months. The Rockford Files finally sold. I paid $3. I can't be paying $1 a disc or $1 a case anymore. That's just too much. These I paid $3. They sold for $9.25. The fee was $2.43. I received $5.22 to ship it. They ship by medium mail, so there's no discount. And I think I misjudged the weight, so I actually had to pay $5.97 to ship it. So I netted a whole 45 cents off this thing that I sat on for almost 3 months. Gotta stop doing DVDs. This was a big win of the week. So there was a guy at the flea market who 1 week had a case, like a carrying case of golf discs, and one of these was in that carrying case, the one with the center logo, along with like 12 other discs. And I just picked it up. He gave it to me for $2 with the bag. I was like, heck yes, because I know these generally sell between $4 to $5, or maybe $5 to $10, on a disc. But it turns out this brand, the Vibram, is out of print, and people are looking for it and really want it. And I went back the next week, and he had a laundry basket full of these things. And I'm like, oh, how much are the discs? And it's like $1 a piece. And I'm like, okay, let me pick out some. And it's like, we're $5. You can take the whole laundry basket. So I jumped on that so fast. I have 30 some odd discs. I tried to sort them up and list them up, and this is the first one to sell. So I'm glad I finally got one sold. I think that middle one there is the most valuable one. So I don't think I'll be getting anything like this money next time. But these discs, I'm gonna say I paid $2. It's kind of hard to calculate because I actually got them in 3 different trips on 3 different weeks. Sold for 99. I accepted an offer for 99 from the 124 on this. The fee was $17.86. I received $22 to ship it, but with the discount, only paid $16.47. So I netted $84.67 on these discs. So that made my week there. Next is this old laptop. I'm saying I paid zero because we got our money's worth out of this laptop. I don't know. We probably paid $200-300 10, 15 years ago or something. It's been sitting in the closet forever. So I just kind of cleaned it up, reformatted it, did the hard drive wipe, and listed it up here cheap. And it kind of sank down to $16.50. The fee was $5.16. Cost more to ship it. Cost $16.85 to ship it, but with the discount, I paid $12.58. So I netted $15.61 on this, and that's fine. Cleaning up my storage area. This was a great deal. I picked up this CD player at a yard sale, or not at a yard sale, at the flea market for $5. It sold for $24.50, which is really good. I figured it would sell for a little bit less, but it sold good, and not too long either. The fee was $5.48. They charged, or the shipping fee was $10.10, but it was $6.60 after the discount. So I netted $17.52. So altogether for the week, total sales for last week, $179.49, if I did my math right. Obviously, not putting me on my day job, but it's fun, and enjoying doing this and learning, and keep going.